Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to another live edition of Sakali's Corner Unfiltered Mafia Roundtable. Folks, this is going to be a doozy, this show. Mark my words. I'm laughing my ass off already. Just some of the shit I pulled up. I'm going to show you content. We're going to wrap up the year early today because tomorrow, more than likely, I won't be on. I'm going for my procedure. I'll be looking like a chia pet soon. I'll have a full head of hair. I'll have eyebrows out to here. So we're going for our procedure. And I'm going to, you know what? Let's get the hat straight. My boy will be sending me another hat. I don't know if my head's crooked or my hat's crooked, and I'm not drinking. I haven't been drinking because I can't. It's my procedures. But let's get that. Oh my God, why did I touch the damn thing? Anyway, folks, hope everybody's having a great day. I know I am. Just wrapping things up, and I figured, you know what? Let me put a show out there. We're going to touch base on everybody in this mafia genre. First off, I want to thank everybody for supporting, coming on, donating, even the haters coming on, making it interesting, battling back and forth. Just want to thank everybody. I've had fun these last few months, and most of the time I've been on. There's times I get upset. I want to go into a boxing ring and I picked the fight with a MMA professional fighter, but that was all good. He tried to get me too. He tried to get me in an MMA fight, change it up from boxing. I'm like, no, hell no. No. I'll stick with what I know. So, but I almost put my foot in my mouth with that one, but thank God he didn't want to go in the ring because I'm sure that would have been a tough fight too. But I think I would have had the advantage because I'm a little bit bigger than he is. And I know how to box. So boxing and MMA is totally different. But again, I would have been fighting a professional. But thank you for just we made it a draw. Put it that way. Keep it at that. Anyway, there are some new guys in the genre coming up trying to push some buttons, which I'm all good. Push all the buttons you want. I'll enjoy it. As long as you're accurate, I'm okay. I'm okay to go back and forth. And as long as you're accurate with what you say, we could discuss it. This hat's bothering the shit out. There we go, I think, on my head. Anyway, I'm okay with that. So just as long as you're accurate when you speak, we could have disagreements. We'll come on, we'll speak. And I do like some of the stuff you did say. You know who I'm talking about too. I'm not going to mention you yet. But we'll see. We'll see how things go. And doing a boxing event with the Mafia genre, I think that would be a great draw for everybody, all different matchups. I think that would be good. But I would definitely, there's one person I would take him up on the challenge. I would make it a 3-round fight, 2-minute rounds. And then that night I would want a second fight. So I'd probably open up the event and then I'll close it so I get some rest time in between. And my last event would be with Michael, Washwoman, Mancuso, bitch. It would be with him, the bitch. I would definitely want to do that. Make sure my volume's on. Would do that. So without further ado, as they would say, we'll go off. And first off, I want to thank John Alite, Michael Franzese, Gene Borrello, Mikey Scars and RJ, Joe Barone. We also have to thank John Gotti Jr. and Joey Merlino, all for making this genre interesting. Going back and forth, there's some of us don't talk. There's a little daggers that get thrown back and forth. And it's good. It's good. But folks, let me tell you something. All the names I mentioned, all the names in my title, we all do have something in common. Actually, quite a few things. We all broke the code of Cosa Nostra. All of us did. All of us did. The only one who didn't sit down with law enforcement was Joey Merlino. All the others, myself included, we sat down with law enforcement. So we all cooperated, period. That's it. Can't get out of it. To what extent, there's different extents, but we all cooperated. So in the life of Cosa Nostra, it's considered being a rat. Can't dispute that. Can't dispute it. Whether people went to jail, didn't go to jail. That's it. Cooperated. And like I said, and I'm putting Joey Merlino in there, due to the fact he broke Cosa Nostra's code, especially by coming on social media, getting shelved as a boss, which I've never heard in my life, a boss being shelved out of his own family. And by doing that, breaking the code, might as well cooperated. But that's all good. And we do have, I'll go into it later on. I'm not going to expose everything right now. But that's what we all have in common. So different levels, yes, there are different levels. But at the end of the day, we all did what we did. The only one who never sat down so far, that didn't see paperwork, is Joey Merlino. So I'll make that clear. He's the only one that didn't sit down with law enforcement. However, by him coming on social media puts him in a realm of not in the good light of the mafia, that's for sure. Because that's one of the no-nos that can get you killed in the mafia life, in Cosa Nostra. So with all that said, I'm going to start off with, and I was debating, who should I start the segment off with? So I'll go with John Alite. And I have snippets of everybody here. So let me find his, and then we'll talk about it. And I know John Alite. I was with him in Farrington, New Jersey. We're not best of buds, but we have respect for one another. And I like him. He's a character. He's funny. Comes up with some good ones, and he's smart. And in this video, he's 1000% correct. Let me bring it back to the beginning. Pause it. So what you're about to hear, he's right. He is 100% right. And listen to this. And people, go watch him, go view him. I don't know what's his tag. I think it's John Alite. Just look him up. But he puts out some good content. It makes sense too. Listen to this one.
That's what I got. I never got caught. I never got caught at a scene. I never got caught with guns. I never got caught killing nobody. I never got caught with drugs. So this nonsense they say, they're right. Everybody's a rat. They ratted on me. I don't know nobody, and I never had any qualms with it. After they all gave me up, I said, no, this life is fucked up. And also, not just the guys that ratted on me. When I asked the mob to go kill some of these guys that are ratting, nobody would do it. But it was okay when I was doing it for everybody. So then I woke up and go, listen, I'm naive. It's about self-survival, these guys do. It's about money. That's it. It's not about they like you or they love you or they're either afraid of you so they listen to you, or you're making them money, or when you're gone, you're expendable. New guy up, and that's that. That's it. That's the life. I got caught because everybody.
Now, he's 100% correct with that. John, got to give you props for that one. You're totally right. You're only good as your last dollar, folks. After that, somebody else steps in. Goodbye. And you know what, John, that's true what you say. And I should have realized this when I was younger. I was in MCC Miami. I caught my drug case. And Tommy Faris was there. He was a soldier. At that time, he was a soldier in the Colombo crime family. He was there. Great guy. Knew my father. We were tight. And the people I was hanging out with there, working out, Fat Jack was there from Jersey. Jerry was there, the Jewish guy who was Jack and Jerry. So you had some people there. You had some other guys who supposedly they're tough guys. I get locked up. That went to the whole segregation shoe. They take me off the compound. And my co-defendant, Robert Sini, Robert Redford, Robert McGanty, he had 1,000 AKAs. They let him out of they put him on the compound, me in the hole. With that, because he was cooperating on me. So I'm in segregation. They put me in the high profile unit. There's rats in there. There's high profile guys. It's a unit inside of a unit. And I was really disheartened. Nobody did anything to rob it. I'm like, guys, I even sent word to somebody. Get me back on the compound. Knock this guy out of the box. Take him out. They didn't do anything. Then down the road, okay, there I was disappointed. Down the road, I'm in what was it? Schuylkill, Pennsylvania. You have Anthony Bowat, Sally Avellino, Jerry Serrano, a ton of guys there. A lot of guys, younger kids. And somebody drops a note on me, go to the hole. I send word out who it was. They didn't even do anything. Nobody did anything. So, you know, if it was the other way around, then it happened when we were in Farrington. We heard something about Louis Arricchio, Robert Brooksy went and just banged them out real quick. That's the way it's supposed to be, but you don't have that much in the life. So Alite is right. I give him his props with that. He's definitely right about that. You know, and John, good content you've been putting out. Keep up the good work, pal. And whenever we get a chance, we'll get together. We'll do something. I'm always here. It's just a matter of us scheduling up and hooking up together. So that was the first one. One down. Many to go. Then we have, I'm going to go into, let's see. You know what? Here's what I'm going to do next. People, go to egvodka.com. Order it today. 100% gluten-free, organic. Best vodka on the market. 3 flavors. We have a rosemary lavender. It's great with pink lemonade. We have an Earl Grey sage. Excellent in the espresso martinis and raspberry iced tea. Excellent. And then this, the regular, it's great with anything. Straight up, chilled, really smooth, 100% organic, gluten-free. Go to egvodka.com. Order it today. So excellent vodka on the market. So with that, with my little promo, let's go. I'm going to hit one of my highly respected Mafia men who I met. He was actually one of the first ones to wish me this year Merry Christmas, me and my family, which I beat him to the punch. He beat me to the punch this year. Great guy. He is basically on a different level from all of us. And I say that with respect. He's really a genuine guy. And guy, give him his props. He came a long way. And this makes a lot of sense what he has to say.
Wear a wire. Now I have one on just about every weight cat. God has a sense of humor. I want you to all take a very good look at me. I'm probably the most blessed, most fortunate person that's ever going to walk up on this stage and talk to you about anything. And the reason I say that is because had I been left up to my own to do what I wanted to do in my life, follow the path that I was on, I'd either be dead or in prison for the rest of my life. And you know what, people? That's what I deserve. That's what I earned for myself, having spent over 20 years on the street every day, I mean every day, in violation of both God's laws and the laws of man. And you know what, people? I did it knowingly and willingly. Nobody pushed me into that life. And I'll be honest with you, there were times when I did something that I was very uncomfortable with doing, but I did it anyway. So I was a knowing and willing bad guy for over 20 years of my life. And it's become crystal clear for me in the last 20 some odd years that if God didn't have a different plan and a purpose for my life, I wouldn't be here today. Oh, it's funny. I swore
now, people, that is so true. What Michael had to say. 1000% right. Michael is basically, he's been around. He's been around, seen it all through the generations. He was in the life when the life was powerful, when it was extremely dangerous. He knew how to maneuver, very well educated. You know, you got to give him props. Even till this day, he's very humble, great guy. The short time I was with him in person, really nice. And we communicate a lot. Anytime I ask him, Mike, do you think you can help me out here? he's always there. It seems like he's there for everybody. So, Michael, thank you for being there for me. Everybody else, keep up the good work. You put us all on another level with the way you do things, the way you conduct yourself. And I got to give you props. I wish I had the opportunity to know you when we were on the streets back in the day, but different eras. I know that, but it would have been a pleasure to have known you, to be around you in the streets. You're definitely a man's man, and I'm one of the guys that do look up to you. So, and I say that humbly. So with that, folks, go see Michael Franzese. He's a great channel, a lot of subs. He dwarfs all of us, and that's it. He's really a class act. And I'm going to leave probably, more than likely, the best for last. I'll let you guys pick. You could go back and forth and see. So, but the next runner-up, let's go with my boy, my brother, who could have burnt me out there in the streets. I got a lot of love for him. Let's go with Mr.
I said to
Barone.
myself, I deserve to be killed for doing what I did. You know. And so, yeah, I thought I was going to die, but I was so involved in doing what I was doing, I couldn't even think of it as much. I'm not going to tell you I wasn't afraid. So then I said to myself,
and you know what, folks? That's Joe Barone. He has the Goodfellow podcast. Go there, check him out. I love Joe a lot. Joe was with me on the street. He was my boy. And at first, when I heard it about Joe, I was pissed what he was doing. But then when I thought about it, Joe could have burnt me, set me up easily many times over, and he never did. So till this day, we go back and forth. We see each other. We speak to each other. Joe is a class act. He has a lot of regret from his past. He's dealing with a lot, like we all do. We all do. I shouldn't say we, because there's one person in here that's just evil, total evil. But I'll get to them later on. But Joe was really, really a good guy. He's always been there for me. And the best part, folks, there was times we strapped up. He knew I was going to kill Hippie or maim him, hurt him bad. I didn't go out to kill Hippie, but we were strapped up, meaning guns, had the baseball bat, everything. And Joe was there with me. So the worst case scenario, Hippie would have got killed. Best case scenario, Hippie would have definitely got a baseball bat. We got batted and it would have been stuck up his ass. But and that you could guarantee. But Joe was there with me all the time. Could have set me up with the FBI, never did. So I got to give him props with that. And then when he talks about he could have been killed, I know a few times he thought I was going to kill him, that I found out, because I would call from him at nighttime. Come on, let's go. So not knowing, like, fuck, is this the time? Dominic knows. Dominic never calls for me at night. Now he wants to take me out at night. So Joe's been through a lot. He has a good podcast. Go see him, the Goodfellow podcast. Joe, I love you. Happy New Year. Have a happy holiday. And we will get together soon once I heal up from my chia pet surgery. So we'll be good to go. Got Joe out of the way. Next one down. Let's go with, I want to go with John Gotti Jr. because there's a lot of things, he tries portraying, he would have did 1 billion years, never ratted. When he did sit with the government, he sat with the government, folks, sat down with the government, sat with them. He said it was an innocence proffer. And again, I'll reiterate, when you're doing an innocent proffer, it has to do about your case. So if you got locked up for robbing somebody, they said you robbed this guy on this date at this location in New York. But that date, that time and place, you were in Florida. You drove down there, and that's it. So you sit down with the government, you tell them, look, it wasn't me at this location in the Bronx. I couldn't have been. Here's videotape, or here's my phone records. Here's anything. I was in Florida. Here's where I stayed. Here's where I registered. Here's where I was. And you show them that proof. Then they say, who's over there? How am I supposed to know? I'm in Florida. That's an innocent profit to show you had nothing to do with the crime. Gotti Jr. did not do that. He gave 302s, spoke about different people. Danny Merlino, a hit in a bar, but then he uses the case. Well, I gave them information they already had. That's bullshit. You still cooperated. A rat's a rat's a rat, myself included. So here goes John Jr., tough guy.
Way of being a punk. My way of being a punk was taking the 20 years and quitting. That's what and I was taking 20 years. Not a rat deal. Not one of those magic 5K1 get out of jail free cards like they all got. No. I was taking 20 years. Think about it. That case, I'm 60 years old. I'd be getting out in 2 more years. I'd be getting out. So right now, you and I would be talking. I'd be getting released in 2 years from now. That was my way of being a punk.
So, John, why didn't you take your 20 years, John? Why didn't you take your 20 years? Why did you sit down with the government? Why did you give information on Danny Merlino, the killing in the bar? Why did you do it, John? Tell us. I'd like to know. Tell me. Tell me. I like to hear this line of bullshit. So, John, you did not take any pleas. You weren't going to take a plea. You went in for the government to cooperate. You didn't like what their terms, their conditions. You didn't like it. I know. You know how I know? Because I didn't like what they had to tell me at first. I said, oh, hell no. I said, hell no. Same thing with you, John. You gave information. You had queen for a day. That's when you go to cooperate. It's queen for a day. That's why they wrote 302s. Didn't say innocent proffer on it. Didn't say innocent proffer, John. So stop with the bullshit. You're ratted. You're ratted. Cool. You can't pull it back. That's like me going, having sex with another man, had the sex. Oh, I'm not gay. I never did it. Never did it again. I just did it. I tried it. I tested it. Can't happen, John. You're a rat. Accept the fact you ratted. And you don't know if anybody went to jail or didn't go to jail based on what you said. Cool. You're not in the life anymore. Cool. You were not shelved at that time. You were not shelved. Because while you were there with Vinny, you guys were sending messages. And nobody in the Gambino crime family told me that John Gotti Jr. was shelved. They were just shaking their heads. Like, what's Vinny Basciano and John Gotti Jr. doing? So that's a fact. And fact's a fact. I keep it straight. You don't like what I'm saying? We could come on. We could discuss it like men. Go back and forth. So, and that's it. So, next up to bat. And this guy, I have 2 videos on him. I just want to make sure I get the right one. Funny bastard. And I have to post him. Makes me laugh half the time. He's got a lot of charisma. He's just good at what he says. Here.
Do you really think Sammy is a fanook, they said?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to show you. That's why he killed his brother-in-law. He knew he was gay.
Do you really think Sammy is a fanook?
And you know what? Joey said that with a straight face. You see, he's about to crack. You see that? He's about to laugh. He's about to laugh, and somebody in the background is like chuckling. But some of the lines he comes up with, you got to give Joey, I give you credit with that, Joey, 1000%. And you just make it, you're hysterical. Here's another one, folks.
What's a rat? My Uncle Lawrence. He went bad in 88. And he had 5 kids, and they came to me. They wanted to move. Okay. That's a story for another day. They were scared to death. Let's listen.
I'm sorry.
You got to go. Do not associate, ever take his call again, ever go see him. They said they won.
Yeah, this is your family.
They said they didn't. This is my cousins.
Yeah.
So, I don't know if they lied to me. This is 88, he went bad. 19, I was in Passaic County Jail. I got moved at 9/11, when 9/11 happened.
Okay.
Was that 2001?
Yeah.
I call home, they said, call your cousin Kim. So I call her up. And she says, my father died. I'm like, good.
I don't mean to laugh, but that's,
yeah. I said, good. She said, what do we do? I said, what do you mean, what do you do? She said, like, we bury him? I said, I said, when's the trash day? She said, Thursday. I said, throw them in the fucking trash. I got an uncle. It's
Joey is hilarious with that one. Like, and he says it with a straight face. Joey can't stand rats. Cool, I respect that. I was like that at one time, but you know what, Joey? Thank you for coming on this Mafia genre, because you put a lot of controversy into this. There's a lot more people coming on, and thank you what you're doing for the kids out there. Gotta give you props with all that. So, and by the way, somebody told me, because they little snuff, they call him little sniff, because he sniffs Joey's ass all the time. That's what somebody else said. Listen, couldn't have done it without all my compadres out there, everybody who I listed in the thing, especially even Joey Merlino, because he brought that electricity in here, the controversy going back and forth. And he too said John Jr. is a rat, 1000%. So, and Joe, how the fuck could you get shelved? You're a boss of a family. How did that happen, Joe? Come on. Because I know you're a gangster at the end of the day. I know you're not a slouch. That I do know. How the fuck could you get shelved in your own crime family? You weren't an acting boss. You were an official boss. That's mind-blowing. Now, we have the last two. Gene, Mikey Scars, and RJ. So, I'm not showing a video of Sammy because I'm just not doing it. You'll see, folks. Sammy will be in here somewhere, but we'll talk about him. But let's go with Gene. Gene is my wild card. I've always backed him. I had his back. You got to laugh at Gene. Gene is unfiltered, uncensored, 1,000 miles an hour, and doesn't give a fuck. You know why? Because he was a banana. That's right. In our family, our former family. Here goes Gene.
What's up, guys? Does everybody know Snuffy Luffy from the Jerry Merlino show? This little used car salesman, straight up dopehead, heroin addict, in rehab more times than Lindsay Lohan. And he sits there next to Jerry Merlino, and he's a gangster because he sits with Joey, who's now a rat, shelved. His wife bangs everybody in Philadelphia but him. And, I just find it funny that, like, he talks about us and all this rat stuff and this and that stuff. You're nobody. You're a fat little punk with tattoos on his arm and thinks he's cool because my Uncle Joey Merlino. You're a clown. Everybody makes fun of you. Okay? You got track marks all over your arm. Go shoot some more heroin. We all know what you were doing to get those drugs. We don't want to get into that, okay?
Guys, listen, up, Gene's my boy, totally uncensored. And just Gene's like the Energizer Bunny. He won't stop. Just keep on going. You set Gene for a target, he's going to go for it. So, gotta love, respect him. Just did another video. He's walking Howard Beach at 1 o'clock in the morning. So, Gene is definitely a one-man wrecking machine. So, Gene, much love to you. Hopefully, we'll get together soon. And Gene, Snuffy, Snuff. His new name is Sniff, I was told. Sniff, because he's always up Joey's ass, sniffing Joey's ass. So, anyway, Gene, thank you always for your content. It's greatly appreciated. Much love and respect to you as well. Now, we're going to, let me see, make sure there's no more videos in here. We got this one, that one, this one. We're going to end it with my boy, class act, hands down. Haven't heard from him in a while. Doesn't love me anymore, but that's okay. I still love him. We're going to go with Mikey Scars and RJ. He's another funny bastard. Hold on.
Oh, did have a pair. All right. He went out there. He drove to Arizona. And now I'm now going to be a Lee Cole fan now. I'm going to fly his flag. I'm just going to state the obvious. Sammy Gravano invited Lee Cole, invited me, invited Rudy Giuliani, and others. If you don't like it, come out here. I got something for this. Come on out. He's done that multiple times when somebody critiques him. The Alan Kaiser thing seems to weigh heavy on Sammy with criticism because it was an innocent kid. Oh, did have a pair. All right. He went out there.
Everybody, go check Mikey's show out. You'll
You'll
like it. Really good show. Him and RJ put out a lot of good content. Go to Mikey Scars. Check out his channel with RJ. You'll really like it. You'll enjoy it. And he's right about Sammy. He's 100% right with Sammy. And it's sad. It's sad at the end of the day. So, you know, it really, it's amazing. And you know what? Sammy did that to a few people, called them out because they spoke bad about him. I spoke bad about him, never called me out. So I don't pick and choose. Not that, even if he did call me out, I wouldn't even waste my time because I'm not going to, it's a no-win situation for me. But, you know, it seems like he picks his shots here and there, and I was never like that. So never picked my shots. Here's another one by Mikey Scars and RJ. You'll enjoy this one.
Jesus says, sometimes I put you in places alone because I need you to realize that you don't need anybody but him. And never forget that he loves you. And he will always love us. Amen. Mikey Scars just did a thing, and on the front of it, a picture of like a midget with horns. And Mikey saw it holding me, dunking me under the water. You know, he bullshitted about being a born-again Christian. And now he taught Sammy, and Sammy and him are doing it together. His whole life cocks up. He just has nothing good to say.
And what would you say to John Gotti today if he was alive?
What would I say now? I would kill him. I would shoot him on that. I would kill him. I would shoot him on that. See?
You gotta laugh. That's the best one. Mikey Scars, RJ, I gotta give you credit with that. I laughed my ass off. Sammy reborn and talking about God, yet he never gave condolences to the Kaiser family, which is a disgrace, Alan Kaiser. Won't let anybody speak about it. And really, it's sad. It's sad. Mike, I got to agree with you. I love the fact here you're born again. And then 3 days later, you're saying you're going. When she said, what would you say to John Gotti? He's talking about putting bullets in his head. So he won't say anything. He's just going to kill him. What happened to being a Christian? Folks, I've changed my life around. Sometimes you'll see me explode on the channel. I'll say things, but I will not start a fight. I will not. I'll defend myself. I will defend myself. But I have already walked away in the streets from somebody coming at me. Threw my hands up. Back up. Back up. You come closer, different story. They backed up real quick. But you know, Mikey's right with that. He's 1000% right. Sammy is Sammy, and I met Sammy quite a few times. I was incarcerated with Sammy. So that's where you really get to know somebody. Sammy's all about Sammy. All about Sammy. Folks, we were going to do vodka with Sammy called the Bull River vodka. My partners were going to put up $1 million. $1 million. All Sammy had to do was promote. He had 25%. I would have 25%. The two partners would have 25% apiece. There was 4 of us. Sammy had the balls to tell me, Dom, they have to give me money. I need money up front. I'm like, Sam, do you realize they're putting up $1 million to start a line? All you have to do is push it, advertise it. That just shows the greed. He's still trying to grab everything. The only thing he's not doing is killing people to get their businesses. So that's a guy who, I agree with Mike, has all evil in him. It's all about him. He'll use everybody, uses everybody as stepping stones. Very jealous and envious of everybody. So, but Sammy, thank you, because you do make this genre entertaining with your changing the stories. I guess it might be the age. I would definitely love to see you box, go in the ring. Maybe you and Joey Merlino. I know he's younger than you, but I know you do have heart and you will go at it. That would be a pretty good match. I definitely think that would be a good match. So with that, folks, I ended with Mikey Scars and RJ. Mike, since you don't like me anymore, you don't call me, you don't text me. Wish you and your lovely wife a very happy and healthy holiday season. Have a good New Year. RJ, I'll stay in touch with you. Mikey, much love. I'm just breaking your balls. I'll text you later on. Hope you're watching the show. Now, folks, I will answer questions. Here we go. Let's see. Who do we have? I'm going back to the beginning, folks. Let's see. Everybody, I'm glad you're on. We got the Bronx in the house. Hello, hello. Dom, did you ever hang out in White Plains and Mamaroneck Avenue at all? White Plains, yes, back in the day. I went to Stars, not Stars, I'm sorry, Streets. There's a place, Streets. You had Take 5, you had Marty's and Lenny's, and then even in Portchester, 21 North back in the day. So, yes, I did hang out in White Plains. Mamaroneck, not really. Happy New Year, OG. Nothing but respect. This is from Fallout. Thank you. Stephen. Hey, Dom, Ireland. We got Ireland in the house. Happy New Year from England, Roadrunner. Happy New Year to you as well. Much love and respect. Can you knock out Gene Borrello, please? Nah, Gene's my boy. Gene's my boy. Never do that. I try to calm him down at times, but Gene's a one-man wrecking machine. But he will definitely have you on your toes. That's for sure. The Bronx is a hat or a dunce cap? No, this is the dunce cap. Adidas. All day I dream about school. That's how you learn how to spell Adidas. Wasn't school. So the Bronx. Okay, we read that. Wyatt Earp. Hello, everyone. Hello to you too. Mikey Beef. What's up, Big Dom? How's your holiday going? It's going all right. I had to cut back from drinking. Tomorrow I go for a surgery, so we're gonna have that done. I'll be filming it too at the place, so and we'll see the outcome. So, Roadrunner, Happy New Year, Dom, Pete from England. Pete, much love and respect. Loved your country, and I should be out there soon, shortly. Hunter, I don't know how private you are with your whereabouts, but I think you leaked your country when. Yes, that's just with my phone. That's where I was filming today. But yes, I'm okay with it. Listen, all you have to do is Google my name. Everything pops up on the internet, so it doesn't matter. So I'm well protected. So I have cameras all over the place, surveillance. I'm okay. So, but thank you for that. And thank you for sharing it. Everybody now knows. Appreciate it, but thank you anyway. John, want to wish you and your family a happy New Year. I guess I have to wait until next year to hear the mushroom story. John, you know what? She's breaking my chops. It'll come soon. Trust me. I want to say it, but I got to respect it. I got to live with her, John. So if you have a woman, you know how it is. So American Made. Dom, what's up, American Made? So happy to be a rat. No, I'm happy to be alive. I'm happy to be home. Happy to be with my family. And I don't regret what I did. So that's the way it is, CW. Sorry I disappointed you. You did snuff end up looking like Don King. Yeah, what's up? You were steaming, bro. I have no idea what the hell you're talking about, if you're even talking about me. Let's go down. YouTube fanboys. That a rat. You know what? Sorry, Showbout 33, Showboat, whatever, no, bout. But sorry, we forgot you're the only tough guy out there. So, Mikey, what happened? The Philly bullies back you up in the life. Who knows what that is? You know what? Snowbout, bye-bye. You're gone. See ya. That's all. We end that shit quickly. Let's see. Lone Wolf. Adam has a crush on Dom. Okay. Snowboy, I believe these clowns believe this stuff. You know what? Goodbye. Now you're gone. We're going to hide user from channel. That's it. Well, nonsense, folks. You get idiots. They just want to keep on talking like, what are you in 5th grade? Fucking moron. Michael, All these names in the videos titles, all they told on Italian Mafia. Yeah, and then some, mainly, you're right. Joe, Dom, you got mad heart, bro. Listen, I'm me. I'll always be me. I won't change. The only thing I did change was my lifestyle, the way I conducted myself, the way I treated people. That's it. I just left the life, and that's it. I'm loyal to myself and my family, and that's it. Gotti Jr. is the original Nepo baby. Okay. Hunter, actually, about John Jr., if you listen to Jeffrey Lippman, he never says that Jr. was doing an innocent profit. True. He quit and left John Jr. cause he thought it would kill his career as a lawyer. You know what? Jeffrey Lippman was my lawyer as well. Maybe I'll reach out to him, see if he wants to come on to the show when I have Sakali's Corner Unfiltered. Because I think Jeffrey could talk about it. So I'm pretty sure they were saying back in the day, John Jr.'s went in for a queen for a day. Queen for a day. Wasn't an innocent proffer, folks. Was not an innocent proffer. If that was the case, like John Jr. said, Jeffrey Lippman had no idea why he was going in. That Jeffrey said, you're not cooperating. John Jr. says, no, I'm not cooperating. If it was an innocent proffer, Jeffrey Lippman would have known. You discuss it with your lawyer. Listen, Jeffrey, I want to do an innocent proffer. Let's go in. Here's what I have to show them. And then Jeffrey gives him the parameters where to talk, what to say, what not to say. So John Jr., again, that's another lie I just realized. I'm a little slow, folks, but I catch up. So that's another lie you told. You said that Jeffrey Lippman had no clue why you were going in. So if that's true, wasn't an innocent proffer, because an innocent proffer, you would speak to your lawyer about it. So it's just another line of bullshit. Joe S. Hey, Dom, you went to high school with my big brother, Bobby, which I have no idea. Do you remember him? I can't even pronounce the last name. So, no, I don't. I really don't. So, Hunter, better later came back, unfortunately. Joe S. again. Hey, Dom, you went to school with my brother? No, okay. Jack Humphreys, yo, Dom, you need to tell YouTube to stop running ads while you're doing lives. I can't tell. You try telling YouTube something. Sorry about that, folks. Just click skip. There's nothing I could do about that. Hey, Dom. Okay, we went through that again. Tucker's Life. You had great garbage route when you were on 118th Street. So you probably know my family. Yes, my grandfather had private sanitation back in the day. Sakali Carding. He had Macy's in Manhattan, Bloomingdale, Rockefeller Center, the theaters. He had a route that was unbelievable. So if he still had that same route today, they didn't sell it back in, I think, the early 80s, late 70s. That route today would be worth maybe $200-300 million. It was just a powerhouse route. Back then, they sold it for over $1 million, the route. So they sold it to Knickerbocker Carding. So who knows how much under the table cash they got. I know on the table it was close to $1 million, and then who knows what they gave under the table. Lawrence B., what was that, 2001? I have no idea. So you're probably going back and forth with somebody. Gee. John Jr. really sat there and admitted it, but attacks others. Yeah, I know. Because you know what? He wants to portray he's a tough guy. He would have took a plea for 20 years. Then why didn't you, John? Why didn't you? So it's just a clown, really. He's became a clown. His father's probably doing somersaults in his grave. Little Snuff never shot up He don't have track marks. Bad info. I didn't say Gene said it, but and I agree with that. But we'll see. We'll see what Gene has to say, or Little Snuff could come back and show his arms. Show his arms. That's all Little Snuff has to do, show his arms. So, Vincent, Dominic, you and your family have a safe and happy New Year. Salute, Paisan. Same to you, Vincent. Appreciate it. We have Brian. Sammy is evil. Listen, when they send the video, when Sammy's talking about Mikey putting horns on him, he does look like a little devil. Wait, the best is he said I was short. Well, you are short. Like, he didn't lie about that. But the horns, that was funny. Oh, we have Mr. Russo in the house. The biggest rat is Anthony Ruggiano. Listen, it doesn't matter. How could you say the biggest? When somebody rats, they rat. That's it. Depends. You might have more information than somebody. It just is what it is. I'm not proud of it, but you know what? I don't regret it. I'm happy I'm not in the life, and that's it. Sammy is a serial killer. I would say so. He killed for money. He killed for opportunity. I don't consider that. That's bad. That's bad. You know how many people, folks, I could have killed out there and taken their companies, big companies too, from concrete companies to plumbing companies to electrical companies. Could have taken them out, snatched them real quick. Nobody would have ever known, took it right over. I would never do that. It's not my style. You know, just too much bad karma comes with that. Russo again. I am OG Triple K. Wonderful. Wish you the best, pal. Hey, Ciro, thank you for the contribution. Still waiting on my complimentary bottle of EG. I told you I cannot ship EG. Cannot, will not, lose my license, go to jail. I cannot do it. You have to go online, buy it. Oh, folks, I have my list here. I just had to get more ink for my printer. All your shirts will be going out by the end of the week. Everybody who requested a shirt, I just had to print out all the labels, got that completed. So probably tomorrow I have my procedure. So probably on Wednesday, I'll be stacking all the bags, sending it out. All the shirts will be going out, whoever requested. So hope you enjoy them. How was your Christmas? New Year's, I'm going to be just relaxing, coping, probably taking my pain medication. So I'll be drugged up and just shellacking, as they would say. And I always stay home for New Year's. I never go out. It's just, to me, it's not the time to go out. Christmas was good, quiet. Went down to Palm Coast, and that's a place in between. It's actually in between Daytona and Jacksonville. So really nice on the water. That my wife's family's house. So quiet day. E.G. Vodka, this is Authority. E.G. Vodka and Dominic live stream. Get me bricked up. Shit. Me too. Me too. Timothy O'Reilly, thank you for the contribution. Ring out the new year with E.G. Vodka. Thank you for the plug-in, Timothy. Appreciate it. Niagara Falls, Canada, in the house. Much respect. I'm at the casino taking a beating at craps. Go on the roulette table. 7 black. 7 black or red, whatever it is. But bet number 7. So stop. Let's see what else. I think I missed somebody's contribution. Let me see. Yep, I'm sorry. DBS35AB, thank you for the contribution. It's greatly appreciated. What is the most important mob lesson that you apply in real life in terms of business or reading people? Very good. Excellent question. Excellent question. As far as reading people, I think my reading skills have been off because I'm used to reading people that are mobsters, street guys. And a lot of these legitimate people are fucking phony frauds. I mean, they are good. They're good. And especially they don't know who they're dealing with. Like, it's just like, fuck. But I apply the same thing. I'm constantly when you fall, you pick yourself up. You keep on going, keep on moving, keep on striving to achieve. Never take no for an answer. Just, believe in yourself, believe in what you're doing. Same thing, just like the Mafia. Whenever I get involved in something, I'm 1,010% into it. To me, failure is not an option. Just like me changing my life around, being a normal civilian, it's not an option for me to go backwards. The only way I'll go backwards is if there's a threat, somebody's going to harm myself, or somebody does something in my family, all bets will be off. And that's it. I could care less then. I'm not afraid of jail. I'm going to be 58 years old next year, which is a few days. And that's it. I've lived my life. I had everything I wanted, traveled the world already within the time I've been out, had every type of vehicle you could think of. And I enjoyed myself, jewelry, ate in places. So I'm okay. I'm content. Do I want to live? Yes. Do I want to be jailed? No. But somebody causes harm to my family and myself or tries, it's going to be a sad day. I'll tell you that much. Ciro, thank you again for the contribution. We have Rum S or RUM stock is up 100% since I told you about it. Again, I have to look this stock up. Well, sometimes you snooze, sometimes you lose. Congratulations. Hope you're making money. The truth we got. Oh, you just skipped on me. Oh, you're talking to somebody else. Let's see. Timothy O'Reilly, ring in the New York with EG vodka. That's it, folks. Ring it in. Best vodka on the market. Drew, thank you for the contribution. How did the family split the carding business in your day? Every family had its own business. So in the Sicali family, we had my uncle Joey, Nicky. They all had their own routes. So they were all branched out, had their own routes. My grandfather came over with 5 of his brothers. They all had their own routes. And then you had my grandmother's side, the Rongas, my uncle Tommy. There was a cousin Tommy in Long Island. They had their routes. So I know my uncle Tommy was around Fish, who was a captain in, I think, the Genovese crime family, who cooperated too back in the day. And I remember when I met Louis Red in Lewisburg. He goes like this. I'm like, what the fuck's he like this with his hand? And I look at his son-in-law, Al Greco. I'm like, what's he? He's talking about the fish. The fish. That he used to say. Funny old guy, but it's funny. Who's Sal Larker? Sal Larker Jr. is a made guy in the Genovese crime family. Good guy growing up. I had a lot of fun with him. He's close to a hippie. As time went on, we split ways. But Sal Larker Jr., his father, Sal Larker Sr., was back in the day a heavy heroin dealer, trafficker. And folks, my next episode, I'm going to talk about Harlem and the Bronx heroin. These mega heroin guys, how they come home and they're not what they once were. And that has to be heart-wrenching, depressing for them. I'll go into stories about a lot of guys that I know that were big pushes back in the day, had tons of money, came home broke, nothing. That has to be hard. Do you forgive Joe Barone? I forgive. Listen, Joe never hurt me. Could have hurt me. So I love Joe dearly, and is what it is at the end of the day. I'm just grateful he never hurt me. He could have hurt me bad. I grew up in Lewisburg. Listen, I was in Lewisburg when I was in my early 20s. That's where I started out with a 10-year bid. 10-year bid, folks. I wound up in the penitentiary. I was there almost 2 years. So, I know how it is. There would mostly you have lifers there and guys doing 20 plus, but, is what it is. Do you remember buying an Acura Legend from Bronx? Victor, yes, I bought the Acura Legend. And actually, When I bought the Acura Legend, I came home and I went to go see yours truly. I'm not going to mention his name. And his words were, "Kumpy." Called the guy over. Give him one that cost. Whatever it costs us, we're not making him a penny. Gave me the car. And make sure the credit goes through, he told him. So always took care of me, loved me like a son, love him like a father. And he would even tell me, can you hear me? Because the way he speaks, I can hear you. I just do it just in case there's any listening device. I say, I already know. You don't have to explain. But I have a lot of love and respect for him. A lot of love. And we'll not talk about the man till he passes. When I do, folks, Pandora's box will open up. So just got too much respect for him. Let's see who else we have. Any fat Gigi stories? Yes, I do. I got can't stop, won't stop. We do got Gigi stories, fat Gigi stories, and that'll be part of the heroin connection I talk about. Guys who were locked up for selling heroin. So it's coming soon. Probably, I'll see how I feel this week after my procedure. And then if not this week, it'll be next week I'll come on. Dom, have you seen an inmate killed by COs? No. Never seen an inmate killed by COs, but I did see a fucking idiot cop. We're in Lewisburg in the dining hall. Guy's walking, another guy comes up. Now, we're right by the line where you get the food. They're coming out into the tables. Guy comes up, guy's walking with his train. Another guy comes up behind, boom, boom, starts banging him. Guy drops and he's hitting him, going to work. Blade. Rookie asshole cop went and tackled him. Guys, those of you in jail, that's riot material. That cop is so lucky, and I know he got his ass chewed out. That could have started a full-blown riot, that cop doing what he did. Saw a guy wind up hanging himself, dropped from the tier with the thing around his neck. First day in Lewisburg. I'm in K-Dorm down in the basement. Just came out of SHU. First day in population. That night, go to sleep. I get up early in the morning. I'm by the TV waiting for him to pop the gate. And guy sleeping 3 bunks next to me comes over and he's walking. I think I got stabbed. And I look and his shirt was all brown, a white shirt. And I realized it was dark. All of a sudden they hit the deuces, locked us down. I'm like, son of a bitch. Like, God forbid they miss. Like they got the wrong bunk. Like, I'm like, fuck, okay, we got to rock and roll here. This is some serious shit. And that's the way Lewisburg was. So, Dom, do you think Joey is a rat considering he runs his mouth on YouTube? Every video got shelved. I'm waiting on that EG Vodka shirt, brother. Lawrence, it's coming. I have you on the list. It's coming. I just got my list out now, got everything. Trust me, Lawrence, I have over 100 people that have to send out the shirt. So I typed out my list, got it out, labels, and I do everything systematic. So yes, it's going out. Do I think Joey's a rat? No, I don't think Joey's a rat. However, what he's doing is a rat move in the Mafia life. The code of Cosa Nostra states one of the things could get you killed. Going on social media, talking to, well, at the time we didn't have social media, talking to the news, talking to the press, any of that, talking to any type of media could get you killed. So I don't think that's a good look for him. And getting shelved, that has to be an overall embarrassment. How the fuck is a boss, official boss of a crime family who's been there over 20 years in that position get shelved? How does that happen, folks? Never heard that in my life. Dom, I pick up a book about Vinny Basciano and Anthony DeStefano. It's good to see pictures of people I only hear about. I have to pick up the book, Ryan. I've never picked it up, never saw it. So my book, after the holidays, we should have a confirmed date when it's going to be released. Cover's already been approved with the licensing and everything. We're coming out with a hardcover special edition. It's going to have graphic novel images in there that I did, which are very interesting. So there'll be a limited edition of that book, and then we'll have the paperbacks. So with that, folks, I'm going to wrap it up. Wish everybody a happy and healthy new year. Enjoy tomorrow evening, people. Try not to drink too much. If you're driving, get an Uber. If you're drinking EG vodka, drink responsibly. Any type of liquor, drink responsibly. And if you feel tipsy, call an Uber. They're cheap. They're not that expensive. It's well worth it, because getting on the road intoxicated, you're putting yourself at risk and innocent people at risk as well. And also risk of getting caught by the cops. You know, they have their checkpoints. So be careful, folks. Be responsible. Enjoy the family. Celebrate the new year responsibly. Have a good time. Wish everybody the best. Until next year, hope everybody loved this show. I had fun. I want to thank everybody I mentioned. We'll go over it again. John Alite, John Gotti Jr., Gene Borrello, Joe Barone, Michael Franzese, Joey Merlino, Mikey Scars, and RJ. Wish you all the very best. Thank you for making this genre what it is. And for you newcomers who are out there, keep it real. You'll get my respect, and we'll come on, we'll do things. And I could care less if you say I'm a rat, you don't like me. Cool. Cool. At the end of the day, it's about putting out content, coming out there, and doing the right thing. So with that, folks, again, much love and respect to everybody. Peace out. Have a wonderful and healthy new year.